Story of the time a cop went in my car without my permission. So for a while, I was going to people's houses to do their nails. And I would do this in the summer, so a lot of my clients set up a table outside so that the smell didn't smell up their house too bad. I always feel rude to park in the person's driveway, so I usually park outside of their house on the side of the road. And this time in particular, I did just that, and we did her nails outside as well. At the time, my car had temp plates on it because I had just recently got it. And also my car is a BMW two-door with all tinted windows, so you cannot see inside of it even if you tried. So I could understand why it looks a little bit suspicious. Luckily for me, my nail client's dog ended up running out of the fence into the front yard, right near my car. So I go with her to chase him, and I see the police officer opening up my car door. And I wasn't parked illegally or anything, and my temp plates weren't expired either. So he had no right to be opening up my car doors. So I ran over to my car and I was like, "What's going on? Why are you searching my car?" And he was like, "This is your car?" Part 2 to a cop searching my car without my permission. So I see this police officer opening up my car door and putting his head inside my car. So I'm like, "Excuse me, officer, is there an issue? Why are you searching my car?" And he was like, "Oh, like, is this your car?" And I was like, "Yes, do you have a warrant?" And then he said, "Do you live here?" And I was like, "No, but do you have a warrant?" And then he said, "No, actually, the neighbor called me because he was concerned, and I actually live down the street, and the car was unfamiliar, so I felt the need to search it. I can't see inside of your car because of the tints, so I didn't know if somebody was in there, like maybe sleeping in their car or something." I don't really remember what he said, but I was like, "Okay, but I think you need a warrant to search the car. Please close my door." And honestly, he was pretty nice about it, I'm not gonna lie. I was just really annoyed because in my head, I'm thinking like, why? Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm always getting caught up for doing nothing.
My sister and I have always been mistaken as twins. I'm 19 and she's 16, but we have the same height, skin tone, and similar voice. She also has a habit of being a copycat, from the way I dress to hobbies, even piercings. I know it's cute if you look at it from the outside, but sometimes it gets annoying. Like, yeah, we are quite close too, but why does she always happen to pick up everything I pick up? One afternoon, I was tidying up some costumes in my college showroom and found a rather cute brown and pink wig. It looks like a mushroom. I put it on, think it looks rather funny, so I snapped a picture and posted it to my Instagram. I received a text from my sister asking if I really cut my hair. I didn't mention it was a wig. While I somewhat have a feeling that she might copy that too, I lied and replied yes. I came home that weekend and lo and behold, my sister emerged with the same silly brown and pink bob cut, except this one is on her permanent hair. She was surprised that I arrived with my hair still long, then realized that I lied to her. She was furious that she had to cut that silly hairstyle because she thought I had it. Our parents think that it's a really bad joke and wanted me to cut my hair too to make it up to her.
So I used to know this girl who would constantly say things like, "Guys, sorry, I'm so ugly. I just ruined the whole group photo, I'm sorry." And then everyone would automatically comfort her and be like, "No, you're beautiful. You shine." And then she would be like, "No, but thank you." And she would do the same thing over and over again, trying to get everyone's attention. So eventually, I got tired. So the next time she came to me saying, "I'm so ugly," I was like, "You know what? You are."
Story of the time I backed into somebody's car. And this happened yesterday, and I'm a little bit heated still. So I was leaving the mall, and I had in the car with me 4 of my friends. I looked behind me and there were no cars, and the mall was closing, and usually when the mall closes, people just drive crazy because they're just trying to get out of there. So I start inching out of the spot, and all of a sudden somebody starts honking their horn, and that's when I realized that I backed into somebody, very gently, but still nonetheless I did back into them. So I pull into the spot again, and I get out of my car, and right off the bat the guy comes out of the car and starts screaming in my face. Let me give you an image of what he looked like first. He was probably in his late 50s. He was wearing baggy jeans and a baggy t-shirt. And you could tell by his voice that he was definitely from New York. Oh, and he also had this gigantic Bluetooth earpiece on his ear. So he gets out of his car and he immediately starts screaming at me. He asked me if I had a mental illness or if I'm just blind. Then he proceeded to tell me that I shouldn't have my license and that I'm a danger to be on the road. Which is absolutely ridiculous because he came out of absolutely nowhere, turned the corner real quick while I was backing out, which caused me to hit him. And because of the way he was exploding at me, I figured the best solution to this was to just be really nice to him and to just apologize. So to every single thing he said, I basically agreed with him. I was like, yeah, no, maybe I do have a mental illness. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be driving on the road. Yeah, maybe I don't deserve my license. Basically repeating him so that he realized what what he was saying was really messed up. But this man wouldn't stop. He was on the phone with his wife through his Bluetooth speaker thing on his ear, and I had asked him if I could just give him cash so our insurances wouldn't have to go up, because I had a lot of cash on me. But instead of responding directly to me, he would respond to his wife. He was like, "This idiot thinks we're not gonna call the cops on him."
So growing up, one of my dad's biggest pet peeves was someone using all of the ice and not refilling the ice trays. The next time I come in here and there's no ice, somebody's gonna get it. Well, one hot summer day, I made myself a cold glass of water with some ice. Then I got distracted and forgot to refill the ice tray and put it back in the freezer. Several hours later, I went back into the kitchen to get a snack and I seen the ice tray there. All of the leftover ice melted and I just heard the garage. That means my dad is home. I had to think real fast and I got an idea. I refilled the ice tray and put it back in the freezer. Then I went to the breaker panel and turned off the refrigerator. That way my dad is just gonna think that the power went out. A few minutes later, my dad was like, "What's wrong with this fridge?" I don't know, maybe the power went out. Or maybe you made the power go out. That way I wouldn't know about you not refilling the ice trays. Oh my goodness, he knows. How did you know, Daddy? Wait a minute, I was just playing. You really did that? Mm-hmm. Oh, you gonna get it? No!